teen girl.
One person killed, several hurt. What the NTSB is saying tonight about when it will know why a train carrying GOP lawmakers crashed into a truck.
And only on 7 homes targeted in Fairfax County, how thieves broke into nearly 24 homes and have not been caught. The news starts right now.
Now, ABC 7 News at 11, on your side.
First at 11 o'clock, a major step forward in an effort to end human trafficking in our area.
2 D.C. men arrested in Frederick, one of them a corrections officer in the district. In a story you'll see only on 7, the FBI says it's in a constant fight against these kinds of criminals. Annalisa Gale has the story.
I think it's very awful. It's very concerning.
2 D.C. men are charged with multiple counts of human trafficking in Frederick, including this former D.C. corrections officer. Prior to his arrest, the Department of Corrections says Luis Privado was a corrections officer since June.
It is scary.
Police say the 2 men were caught with a juvenile who was reported missing in Prince George's County. An investigation later revealed that the missing girl was being used for prostitution.
You always think that it's not in this area.
The FBI says human trafficking is not just happening in Frederick, but all over our area.
People are trafficked all along the I-95 corridor.
Last year, the FBI's Washington field office recovered roughly 50 juveniles from human and sex traffickers that have traveled throughout the DMV.
So there's certainly an economic market here in Northern Virginia and the D.C. metro.
The FBI says parents need to keep an eye on a tool found in every home.
A lot of our victims are vulnerable youth that are enticed to enter into the juvenile sex trafficking situations through social media.
And police say that teen that was reported missing from Prince George's County was eventually returned to her family. Again, this is National Human Trafficking Awareness Month. The FBI wants people to remember that slogan. If you see something, say something by contacting either the FBI or the National Human Trafficking Resource Center. Live outside the Department of Corrections tonight, Annalisa Gale, ABC 7 News.
Annalisa, thank you. Meanwhile, tonight, police piecing together how a woman vanished from a D.C. club New Year's weekend and woke up partially undressed in a Potomac home. Now, Sung Kwok is accused of taking that woman from Echo Stage in Northeast when her boyfriend went to the bathroom. Investigators say she woke up in a daze hours later to the suspect raping her in his bedroom. She ran from that home to call 911. Cops have charged that South Korean native with second-degree rape and assault.
Police are searching for the man who tried abducting a young girl in the middle of the day. It has been a week since that man approached an 8-year-old girl as she was walking home from the school bus in Alexandria. He grabbed her arm. She was able to fight him off, and now police are looking for him. All they've got is that sketch, but it's a pretty good one. They released it in hopes that maybe somebody will see this guy, recognize him, and give them a call. Again, they're canvassing the area for any information that might lead them to an arrest.
New at 11 now. Nearly 24 homes in Fairfax County. Targeted by thieves in just a matter of months. 7 on your side found out that police are looking into 20 reports of burglaries in just a 2-mile radius. Tim Barber is live with the investigation that's underway. And Tim, there's one thing that all these homes have in common, right?
These burglars appear to be targeting homes just like these that are butted up against woods like this or walking paths.
Here, a small townhouse near Dulles Airport last summer. Around the same time, this area started getting targeted by burglars.
That's very, very concerning that it's so many.
Only 7 on your side discovered Fairfax County police are investigating 20 burglaries in a 2-mile area near Reston, Herndon, and Fair Oaks. The crimes date back to September. Some were as recent as this month.
Now I'm going to be watching things a little more closely.
The burglars seem to strike in the afternoon and evening when no one's home, and they seem to be targeting places near paths or woods, breaking into the back window or door to steal anything they can get their hands on.
My house is against the woods, so that's kind of concerning. Well, very concerning.
Now, investigators told us they can't comment on this investigation right now because they're right in the middle of it, but they promised to give us any updates as things develop. Reporting live in Fairfax County, Tim Barber, ABC 7 News.
Tim, thanks. And 7 is on your side with Health Matters. An alarming headline about the flu epidemic is bad this year. A 45-year-old Spotsylvania County woman now on life support after being diagnosed with the flu. She's in serious condition in a medically induced coma. Her case comes after a 7-year-old boy in Pennsylvania County died over the weekend after contracting the flu. And there's now widespread flu activity in every state except Hawaii. And the best way to protect yourself is a flu shot. And it's not too late, we're told. On top of that, wash your hands often with soap and water or use hand sanitizer. And if you don't feel well, doctors say stay home.
Well, there is a new law in the district that means women no longer need to see a doctor to get birth control pills. This bill allows pharmacists to prescribe contraceptives to patients directly without a prescription from a doctor and at no cost to the patient. D.C. leaders say the new law means no matter what happens at the federal level, women in the district will be protected.
Well, good evening, everyone. Let's get you out the door. Well, probably not leaving tonight. Most people are probably laying in bed watching this, but outside it is into the mid and upper 30s. We just saw that temperature here in D.C. tick up yet another degree, up to now 39, 37 in Lee, 41 in Warrenton. Our numbers way up compared to yesterday. We're talking a 10 to 20 degree rebound in temperatures, and that will be our trend tomorrow. Plenty of clouds out there, no rainfall to speak of and or snow. And as you go out the door tomorrow morning, it will be a chilly start, but look at our numbers. We're above freezing. Then we go to 45 degrees by 11 with a high temperature tomorrow, most likely in the 50s. It's going to be short-lived, though. We're talking about that. We're talking about our next weather maker, which will bring us some rain and a couple of opportunities, one in particular, for a little bit of snow. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
Very much. A train full of members of Congress crashing into a truck. And by the time it was over, one man in the truck was killed. 6 other people were seriously hurt. And now an investigation into how all of this happened. That's on.